Lilly Singh, Mike. She's going.
I'm not familiar. Who is she?
She's going.
Oh, she's the empowered brown woman of color on late night.
Bisexual.
Bisexual. I'm sorry.
That
was disrespectful to me. You're right.
Apologize, please.
You're right. I apologize. I apologize to former late night host Lilly Singh.
We have been.
Oh, did she not get the news yet?
No, she hasn't. We have been covering the new queen of late night, who's taken over for late night with Carson Daly. Her show is Up Late. I don't know what's it fucking called. I forget. Let me look it up again. A Little Late with Lilly Singh.
Slippin' Jimmy asks, what flavor of Bang is that? This is Yingling flavored Bang.
Nice. It's a good one.
It's the most delicious Bang. This is the Bang that makes the voices go away.
So
makes the hurt stop.
All right, let's.
So Lilly Singh, I have been.
What is this you sent me, by the way?
Look, I am admittedly a huge Lilly Singh fan.
Huge. We've been talking. This is the third day in a row. I think we're talking about her.
I celebrate her entire catalog. And
what's your favorite skit of hers?
The one where she's like an empowered woman. The one where she's wearing a pantsuit.
More specific, please.
The one where there's like some white guys, and they're like, we're going to do something a certain way we're used to. And then she goes, nah, I'm going to break the fucking mold.
Still 1,000 to choose from.
It's the one where she's like, really loud and animated.
No, you're thinking of Aziz Ansari.
Damn!
You racist. You racist.
This is Michael Kors. How long are you going to do that gimmick? And then how does Aziz get away with just being his character from Parks and Rec on stage?
You're right.
Like, if Judah Friedlander does that, NBC will sue him.
Let's
sorry.
Let's check this out. Lilly Singh, very brave, very courageous. She does skits. Did you know she does skits?
I'll punch you.
No, wait. I'm asking questions.
I brought this to the show. I'll still fucking snap.
Did you know? Are you aware that, for this radio conversation that because we don't talk off air that she has skits?
Look, I did this to you off the air, but I'm not going to have you do this to me.
I will do it to you on the air. Because you did it to me off the air.
I was doing it off the
Mike sent me this clip, and I wrote, because I was downstairs, I wrote, no! And then he writes to me, he goes, dude, she goes there. Get over it.
Oh, yeah, she goes there. You better get over that.
I was so angry. I walked up here, and I started talking, and the first thing he goes, you don't like her because you're afraid of strong women.
You're threatened, as I get it. You're one of these hacks that thinks you should be on late night.
No, I don't think I should be either. But James Gordon is, so maybe I should be. Let's watch Lilly Singh's wage gap workout.
Hey girls, how you doing? Hi. Today I'm going to be doing an epic workout for one of the biggest problem areas all women have, the wage gap.
Their attitude, their lack of skills at anything that matters, their entitlement,
their weak hands. There's going to be a lot of pausing. It's a 2-minute video. There's going to be a lot of pausing, okay? So just be ready for that. Go watch it on your own if you want.
Their inability to take a punch.
Their inability to give a punch.
Yeah. Their inability to beat trans women at any sort of sport whatsoever.
Their weird multicolored basketball they have to use.
Jesus Christ. Is that really what they use?
Yeah, because it's smaller. It's 2 ounces lighter.
The WNBA?
The WNBA, yeah. It's like, you know how like there's female bowling balls?
I know, and their baskets are like 7 feet.
No, it's still 10. It's still 10.
I remember in high school they clicked it down one.
I believe the 3-point line is at college level, not at NBA level. I think, unless it's changed. Mike, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't watch a lot of WNBA.
We gotta ask Steve
Just
Miller.
the highlights on ESPN.
I get all my WNBA news from Steve Miller.
WNBA is something that Norm would watch just to troll people and cover it live on Twitter. All right, let's watch. Hey, sorry, Lilly Singh. You know what? Let's give her the respect she's due.
Girls, how you doing? Hi. Today I'm going to be doing an epic workout for one of the biggest problem areas all women have, the wage gap. I'm going to take you through my favorite moves.
Lean and Mean says she has the stance of a Dutch sportsman. Very specific.
A Dutch sportsman.
Okay, sorry, guys. Come on.
She sounds like a kid standing there and watch. You know when there's a kid and your mom met a friend at the grocery store? She's standing like you there wanting to leave.
Oh, my God.
Look, you know, the wide stance like,
She looks like a female Homies figurine.
Homies. homies. Oh no, I haven't thought of homies in years. Come on, man. Let's play this. Be realistic.
Sorry.
You're
right.
She's talking about like things that matter.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
You know who doesn't go there? Successful people.
That gap and get those thick, desirable wages. Welcome to the Wage Gap Workout. Helping me out today are Regina and Becky. Let's warm up and get our heart rates going. Put your arms out and make small circles while thinking hard about your wage gap. Think about that man in your office who does the exact same job as you but makes way more money. I don't know about you, but that makes my heart rate go way up.
But that's not a real thing, though, by the way. It's not. When they did this I love this wage gap myth. Was so funny the way it was phrased when they did the study, right, for the wage gap. They just looked like at all men and all women and like did an average. And they were like, women make on average $70. But when they've compared jobs to jobs, like, you know, the same position to same position, women make exactly the same.
Yeah, no, it's always like, you know, did you know that an NBA player makes way more than a receptionist at a medical office? And you're like, well, yeah.
Yeah, we know.
You're not even comparing the same gig.
I know.
Did you know that a millionaire cowboy astronaut pays way more than a lady who does data entry at a medical billing office?
The wage gap is one of the weirdest, biggest. She's making it seem like at offices everywhere there's women making less just because it's not really, no, that's not what's
Almost
happening.
everywhere I've ever worked, women made the same as men.
Yeah, me too. You're right. 100% everywhere I work. In
the
some
only
places,
time-
women made more than me.
The only time where even jobs men make more than women is in scenarios in upper management where you end up attaining a certain level of autonomy and you can sort of negotiate. Like you can't do that when you're fucking going to work in Amazon and lift boxes all day. You're all getting, you know, $10 an hour. That's it. That's what you're getting. But when you do, like, for instance, you go, all right, they're going to make me a division branch manager or whatever, right? Guys have a tendency to be a little more like, yeah, 36 isn't going to work for me, though. I need, like, at least 38. So I'm thinking about gas and stuff like that. Like, guys always just kind of squeeze you for a little more, and they're like, all right, fine, yeah, 38 grand, whatever. That's one of the big fucking things. Once you have a negotiating type job, men are better at it. Sales is another one. Salesmen do better than women a lot of times, unless they're hot women and they work in like a Mercedes dealership. Dudes just work harder.
Right.
I'm sorry, we work harder.
Well, you know what it is? You're just, and it's true, you're afraid of empowered women. And I get that, Mike. Just because you're fragile doesn't mean that you need to not give her the shot. She's being really funny right now, but also topical.
This looks like fucking Mike Cernovich's wife at the gym.
No. She looks like the person that Mike Cernovich wrote that blog about.
Well, his wife's also like a little.
Yeah, he has a type.
He likes him,
Yeah,
you know.
I get it.
Ladies, how you feeling?
My heart rate is so high.
Feel like I'm gonna pass out. Now that your blood is boiling, let's get started with our first move. Place your feet hip distance apart and lower your butt.
I feel
Make
like
sure
they
your
did
butt
this
is-
in one take too.
Of course.
Very low effort,
Of course.
uninspired.
We put more work into the Tony Kukoc Ford video.
You know
than
why?
this.
Do you know why Letterman was so good too? Is that he punched walls and lost his mind, and he hated every episode of every show he ever did.
Yep.
And that's why he was so goddamn good, because he was always like, "That sucked. Do it again." Like it was just that's what made his show great. Like this, I guarantee you, they came in and they're like, "That was great, girl. Let's go get brunch. Let's get mimosas," and they banged it out in like 20 minutes. Whereas Letterman would have been like, "No. You're all salary. We're staying here all day until we get this right." You know?
Also, I'm starting to figure out because I'm trying to wonder why in every video we've seen she's dressed in like baggy suits, and here she's dressed in like baggy sweatsuits and stuff like that. But I'm sure if you ask her, she'll say like, "I'm empowered. I dress like what I want. I don't need to dress sexy to get men."
You wear a uniform.
But then the two people behind you are clearly dressed like more provocative for this video. Like the way they're dressed, she's trying to do like an 80s workout video, is actually more in tune to what you should be dressed like if you're doing this bit, right? Like if you were doing this bit, there would be a certain way you would dress, like flash dance, you know? There's a certain way you would, but she keeps wearing these baggy suits, and I keep wondering, is it because she's insecure about herself?
I think she's probably in shitty shape.
You think so? Oh, I was just curious.
But also, it's just I'm different. I'm going to be the different one.
Yeah, you're right.
You two whores will just do whore things. I'll be the different one.
Right. She's like an Indian Daria.
tight. Just as tight as your jaw when you found out Kyle got that promotion over you, despite the fact that he never graduated from high school and spends half the day in the bathroom playing Candy Crush. Well,
we're gonna make up not real scenarios, but even still, fine. Let's say it's a skit, right? These scenarios aren't real. And Candy Crush, this isn't 2012. Like, nobody's playing Candy Crush anymore. You know?
Well, now I'm starting to think like you were the other day. Who's writing for this show?
Yeah, that's
they have
she
a
said
writing
it,
room.
but she said it. Remember in her little fucking woke rap thing she did that you ambushed me with? She said it too. She goes, more than 50% of the writing staff is women, dog, or whatever rap line. You know, so 50% of her writing room is women. That's right there. That's going to fuck it up. Here's the thing. I'm trying to understand this. It has nothing to do like, oh, you're afraid of fragile. That's not true. I'll be honest with you. I think statistically speaking, men are funnier than women. That doesn't mean there's not funny women. There is very funny women, you know. Kristen Olsen, the one who plays D, Sweet D. She's objectively a funny chick. Like, she's really funny. There's Maria Bamford. She is funny.
And Maria Bamford has earned a show more than this bitch has. Am I right?
No, she has, and she did
if
have
you
a show.
told me Maria Bamford had the new Later show, I'd go, I'm gonna watch that. Like, would we
Yeah,
not watch
of
that
course,
unironically?
of
We'd be
course.
like, oh, she's gonna be doing some wild shit. I like her.
Maria Bamford, I think is actually funny. Like, there is actually women.
Maya Rudolph.
Maya Rudolph is, whether you like her politics or not, doesn't matter. She's funny.
She have a fucking night show. At
She would be
ABC.
great.
She put
You're
in
right.
her fucking
Yeah.
dues.
Right. And you can even go back to even Joan Rivers, objectively a funny woman. Like, I think women can be funny, right? And I think even women can be funny and talk about certain topics. You know, this skit, we're a minute in, right? So this is a 2-minute skit. We're halfway through the skit right now, right? There's been no jokes. I understand, okay, I don't agree with your wage gap thing, but I understand the concept, right? It's going to be about the wage gap, right? There's been no jokes. There's been nothing that you're supposed to go, I'm supposed to. Not even, because not everyone laughs at everything, right? But there hasn't been something that I go, I'm supposed to laugh at that.
It's at best wacky propaganda.
Right.
It's just a wacky political video, but it's not funny.
What Melissa
Wacky-
McCarthy, that she's funny too. There's another
Women
one.
think that wacky equals funny.
Right.
Right? Like, they're still learning comedy in a few generations behind. So they think, like, this is just wacky. Bright colors, wacky, I'll goof around, but there's no jokes. And I think the other problem is, too, is there's this air of, like, overconfidence and laziness. I think a lot of these people just think we're going to just get there. We're going to wing it. We're going to have so much fun. We're going to be having so much fun, man. This shit's just going to come out. And it never comes out. It never gets funny.
No, maybe, look, there's still a second half coming up. Let's see if we find the joke.
sitting on the toilet. Ooh, do you feel that burn, ladies? I'm burning up.
Kyle.
Uh-huh. Let's move on to the leg raise. Stand straight and raise your legs, just like your boss raised Kyle's salary simply because Kyle wasn't afraid to ask. No one...
Oh, get it? Because, like, in memes last year, like, Kyle was the name they were using. So she's, like, using Kyle because she's, like, relevant. She's with it.
I hate her.
She's really hip.
Never called Kyle a bitch for being assertive. That ever happened to you, ladies? Mm-hmm.
Nobody in a professional workplace is getting called a bitch and not dealing with HR consequences in 2019.
Panics in the chat actually said it best. She leapfrogged over talented women and then ironically being pushed by her white male producer. So you leapfrogged over women of color.
Let me help you out
who
here.
are probably more talented than you, and now you're using the platform to bitch.
I know somebody, and you know them too. Somebody who works at a big corporation, right? High level in that corporation, very high level in that corporation. I was talking to them about something recently, and they had to fly to another state. I think they fly to New York, right, to have a meeting.
Oh yeah, this is the guy. This is that guy Jim Donaghy, right?
God
that you were
damn
talking
it.
about.
Why would you do that to him?
He's the guy. Yeah,
Works for Midas.
He
No,
works for Carnival Cruises.
Yeah, that's
you
the
told
guy.
me all about him.
So anyway, there's this woman who's working with him who recently has thrown a cup of coffee, like an actual mug of coffee, at somebody, called them a bitch and started cursing them out where you could hear it all over the office. Problem is, this woman is an older woman, so she's over 50, and she is a woman of color. So for them to fire this person, you have to fly to different states, talk about it, figure out if it's okay. Like, you really, even though in any other job, if you and I were to throw a fucking coffee mug at somebody, right? Immediately fired.
I own half of ROTC Media. I'd be fired from this job.
Yeah. You can't just fucking throw...
Bro, you can't be throwing mugs at people.
Right.
What is wrong with you?
But in this scenario, right, you have to go through hoops to get... So you guys are actually a protected class now. You are a protected class in the corporate world, and to pretend anything otherwise is a lie. But sorry, maybe there's a joke coming.
All day, every day.
One of the cameramen called me a bitch when I walked on set.
Fun.
No. Even in the 80s on a TV show, when a star or an actor walked on set, they didn't go, bitch. That's not real.
I don't. And what's funny is I don't think people are buying it. I think a lot of people are going,
the internet has
it's
started
not true, though. It's
really
not.
going in on this.
And I see more, I'm seeing a lot of women coming out and going, but that's not what I go through. You're not speaking for me. I know a lot of women that aren't perpetual fucking victims and are like, that's not how it is. There's actually a guy in my department in the same job, but I got here before him, so I actually make more than him. So that's weird.
Yeah, so
it's like, whatever.
Now let's get into it. Run in place, not going anywhere, just like you're not getting anywhere in your career.
Then that's on you, bitch. That's you. That is you and your fault as an individual, you suck. If you feel like you're not getting anywhere in life, it's because you ain't fucking getting anywhere in life. And this bitch, who again, somebody in the chat pointed out, was pushed beyond other people who deserved it.
That's what I was going to say.
Cut the line, leapfrogged over him, as this person said in the chat, over other talented women, is now using that platform to complain.
That's exactly what I was going to say. You have an NBC show and you're a woman. What are you fucking talking about? It really blows my mind that somebody who's done something that 99% of people aren't going to do, right, which is get an NBC show. Well, 98, it's a lot easier now. But you know what I mean? Like, it's not something that it's not easy to achieve, right? Whether you think TV set or not, a network TV gig is still something that's hard to get.
I would have been like, ladies and gentlemen, so you got to make it funny. So if I wanted to make a wage gap joke, because look, in the context of jokes, I'm not going to get I'm not, for all these lefties that are going to come here, what are you, triggered by comedy?
No. It's just not funny.
I'll even make jokes based on a flawed premise that's like sort of a shared, I don't know, like agreed upon narrative, even if it's a bullshit narrative. So if I'm playing to an audience and I want to make a wage gap joke, I would have said something like, welcome. It's our first night here on Late Night. I want to congratulate, thanks to everybody who's been helping us build this show. I actually hired all women staff. My entire writing staff is all women. And I'm going to use the 30% I saved to get a band. So we're going to have a band, too. See, that's funny. And people go, all right, that's a funny wage gap joke.
Do the same workout video. Have men there dressing like shorts and T-shirts, but make the women have to wear heels and stuff to do the workouts. See what I mean? Like, you could make the premise funny if you even give it a little bit of thought.
That would be funny if you did a sketch, right? Like if Lilly gets fired, right, and we get to take over her time slot, our first sketch back would be to overcompensate us smoking cigarettes in our office, wearing like Mad Men suits and just slapping women on the ass. Thanks, honey. Appreciate that.
With one of those crystal decanters, like with your booze and stuff.
And then it says, the boys are back in town, and it says, Revenge of the Sis coming to NBC. Can somebody make that for us?
The boys are back in town.
The boys are back in town. You're like, oh, no. But you know what? People will be like, all right. They go put a check now. It would be so funny. The ratings triple.
Immediately,
It's
everyone
just like,
starts
Jesus,
watching
man, this actually show's kind of funny. If I could just do a show where I could drink and smoke and have a band, I promise you we'll do better than this, bitch.
Yeah.
I don't even need guests. We don't
fun.
even,
It's just fun.
Fuck, man.
All right, let's check it out. But, again, 14 million people subscribe to her.
You're not getting anywhere in your career.
I'm gonna have the same job until I die.
Now,
Let me tell you the truth here. It's a lot of people. That's not a woman thing. There's a lot of people that do have the same job until they die.
Well, somebody has a different take, too. Lean and Mean saying Lilly will never get fired, which is possible because...
You might be right.
I said the show's going to do badly and they're going to get rid of her eventually. But I actually prefer that method. I don't want her to get fired. I want these media companies to continue to hemorrhage money because that's what they're doing. CNN's hemorrhaging money, NBC's hemorrhaging. All these companies are like, we built up a pretty good little nest egg through the 90s and the 2000s, and now we're going broke pushing this woke bullshit. So I really do hope that they keep her for 10 years. I hope they sign her to a Jay Leno level contract. I hope they lose millions.
Shrug your shoulders, just like you had to shrug off your boss's gross hand when he got drunk at the Christmas party and tried to grab your boob during the company photo.
Which happens everywhere.
And then you go to HR and that boss would be immediately fired. There would be no, this again, you're applying these rules from, like you said, like Mad Men time. This isn't happening now. These aren't real, because let me tell you something. If this was happening now, there would be new. If any major corporations were allowing this to happen, there would be news about it right now. That's not happening. And even, look, I'm not saying not happening. I'm sure there's some instances, but this isn't. My point is, it isn't a real problem.
Then she's implying it like it's happening everywhere, every day.
Every major corporation, it's just happening to everybody.
115% of women have been raped in the workplace.
Wow, that's more than Joe Biden wants to bring into the workforce.
And Corn Pop, he was a bad dude.
He's a bad dude.
Where, sir, this is in 2019. What are you talking about? You're running for president. Yeah, vice president, right? Where's Barack at? I haven't seen him in a couple of days. Oh, no.
During the company photo. What can you do?
Absolutely nothing.
Use the hashtag. Next, lunge forward. Just like you want to lunge at Kyle's throat when he steals your idea during the board meeting and then tells you to smile more while he grabs your ass in the elevator.
None of that happens.
And by the way, your response to somebody maybe taking your idea is wanting to lunge at them and physically assault them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you want to physically assault them? Seriously, because somebody find the joke here. I'm trying to find the jokes. What are you supposed to laugh at? They gave this woman a show?
Yes.
The
answer is
Why
yes.
can't he just die?
Great job. You crushed it. If you like this workout, make sure to check out some of our other videos, like the cat call cardio burn,
Doesn't happen.
PMS punching bag, and my personal favorite, abortion rights ab attack.
Because if you punch somebody in the stomach, the baby will die. Get it?
Can I punch the skit in the stomach?
Or if you do a lot of crunches, maybe the baby will die. I don't know.
See you next time.
Wage Gap Workout is not responsible for any Me Too related legal fees. All proceeds from this video go to old rich white men.
See, because that's all that happens. It's all just.
And you know what's funny is she's saying that, all that stuff, but hey, honey, you work for NBC. You know where all the proceeds of your show go to? And I know she's doing, but you know where they all go to? You think there's some woman at a high level of fucking Comcast, Mike?
I can tell you this much. It doesn't go to rich old white men.
No, you're right. Very good point.
They look white.
Dude, look how she's putting the popcorn in her mouth like she doesn't care.
This show.
Oh, the ratio again. They do the same thing. They keep doing it. I'm gonna here. Let me refresh just to get. I want the latest stuff. This
Hey
video.
girl, how you doing? Hi.
This video was put up.
It's already got another 1,500 likes.
Since I refreshed and I actually loaded this at the beginning of the show, so it's been an hour. Let's say, maybe an hour and a half. She has 5.7 thousand likes, 425 dislikes.
They're buying these. They're buying 190,000 subscribers already.
Look at this real top comment. The blonde girl's comments with a smile. Why can't he just die? Hilarious. New Lilly video dropping every couple of minutes. As a man, I can say I enjoyed this 20% more than my wife did. As a Kyle, I feel very attacked. One love Superwoman. That's wraparound Zoop.
Listen to these dumb comments.
Yeah, Lilly Singh looks like she's from 1988 in this video.
Yeah, that was the point. That's not even a necessary comment.
Oh my God, Lilly said bitch. First time I've heard her swear.
These are retards. These are literal. No, these are literal retards.
Yes. One guy in my office got a promotion because he was going to become a father. On the other hand, I had to stay at the same salary because I got married, and girls become dumb once they are married or have a baby. Hey, let me just tell you something. That totally didn't happen. You're lying. You probably were harder to work with. You were just blaming something else. I'm actually loving the show. I followed Lily for years, and I come to see her late night, and I love the show. She's out here just killing it. Killing what? Comedy? Because she's killing comedy. Dude.
Now, I think they got beat up on the first round, and now they're starting to...
I think they're deleting comments. Somebody wrote, the cancer this video gave me also helped me lose weight.
What? See, they're deleting comments.
They are.
Too.
Why did we let this woman think she was funny? What are you hiding under that tracksuit? Oh, these are some of our people now. I wonder if the show's going to be like after the sexuality jokes, racial jokes, and jokes about being a girl is so unfair. Somebody correcting her on the wage gap. 14 million subscribers on YouTube and a TV show, and you're still bitching. Down finger.
Fingery, yeah.
Down finger. This isn't wage gap. Okay, whatever. So, look, I guess what I want to say is we wish you the best of luck, Lilly Singh, and we will be here every step of the way
This
to mercilessly
bitch is going to get
market.
shoved down our throats, and meanwhile, people like Nick Mullen and Shane Gillis and Louis J. Gomez and all those guys, they have to work in the fringes and build their own shit because they're not, whoa, man, too edgy.
Yeah, you're not allowed to
Can't
do
have
that
white
stuff.
guys making jokes.
You're not allowed.
Can't have white guys and Louis J. Gomez making jokes. Sorry, I had to correct that.
You're right.